Yeah, we should have that done. Maybe we can jump over to Kalakangazar and wreck that. There's like literally no garrison there. They do have an army, but it will probably get destroyed. Cool. Let's move on to the next turn. Not too much going on in the end turn as usual. I'm just going to skip everything. There's no enemies really that are a massive threat, it's just the dwarves. But I feel like we're expanding really quickly now. If we continue to like sack settlements all over the place, then we will be able to maybe build a third army. The second army we're going to build up first. Durthu. He's gained the last level of Architect, which gives him the -7% construction cost and extra income from all buildings in the local province, which is just a nice little income whenever he takes over something. So let's maybe jump over to Kalakangazar, and we will attack that next turn. It'll probably be another raise and occupy, as opposed to sack and occupy. Waterfall Palace leveling up here does unlock us some more buildings. Oh, the Elven Healer's Hut back with the medicinal plants. Yeah, boys. But we're not going to build that. We are going to maybe build the Warhawk Crags. Because the good thing about Durthu is that Hawk Riders are actually pretty cheap. And they don't cost amber to build. Grey Eagle's also very cheap. I just realized how low, in general, the actual, what do you call it, upkeep is for these units. Just getting Wild Riders, that's pretty damn important. I think I might go for the Muster Stone here, and I'm probably going to build the Asare Armory, so we can get Wild Riders with shields. The other thing we need to do is maybe upgrade this to Sky Crown Oak Walls, so we get the extra melee defense when under siege. Like that's plus 30 melee defense, it's pretty legit. Like if you look at the Wildwood Rangers, imagine them with 54 melee attack, right? And 68 melee defense. I think they already get plus 20, so that's already 58 melee defense. It's nuts. It's actually nuts. It's like better than a lot of the New World units, just in general. Pretty spectacular. So the Asray Forge is going to be a choice. We are going to get some more cash from that other settlement soon, so that's good. I might even upgrade the Sky Crown Oak Walls. This is a level 3 settlement, so it should give us a reasonable amount. We should get a decent amount from the post-battle loot as well. We also have this Nethu now, which we got plus 30% income from post-battle loot from that. I think we get plus 20% from something else. Actually, no, we deleted that building, didn't we? Oh well. Revan says, are you not worried about that 2k plus deficit? I remember with Orion Wood Elves campaign, you just had so much cash it didn't matter. Yeah, it should be the same in this one, honestly. With the Wood Elves, my original Wood Elf campaign, I believe it was actually played on hard difficulty, not on very hard. So there is that, but that doesn't really affect upkeep so much. So I think a deficit's just normal for the Wood Elves. I mean, if it's not, then I'm just playing some, like, weird godlike way, I don't know. Just playing so efficiently that I actually run a deficit throughout the entire campaign. No, I think that's kind of how they're supposed to be played, because they get a lot of money from raising, like way more than is normal, like at any point. Doug saying, "Oh, everybody meet at the medicinal hut at 4:20." And Colin replying with, "Oh, bring the nibbles, you guys." Cracking me up. Love it. Unfortunately, the medicinal hut not built yet, but we are actually going to be attacked for the first time in a long time. This army is actually pretty scary. They have 3 Wildwood Rangers there. We have some war dancers as well. Could you imagine if I lost this? Ah, man. I've got to play this quite well. I'm going to have to concentrate for this one. I didn't realise that army would be so legit. Like, they actually have a tree man, and they have some Sisters of the Thorn as well. Okay. Oh lord. I didn't expect this this army to be so big. That's the other thing, is these constant rebellions, they actually give us quite a lot of cash. But hopefully, if I look at the units, they should have increased melee defense in the battle, which might not have been accounted for the auto-resolve bar. Like, if we go into the Wildwood Rangers here, yeah, they have 59 melee defense. The Eternal Guard with shields have 66 melee defense. They also have 42 melee attack. We got the Deepwood Scouts have 47 missile damage and literally unlimited ammunition. I think we're going to be alright. I say that. I've said that before and got absolutely wrecked. Now, I'm tempted to like try out the other thing as well, which is have like the Deepwood Archers just like actually in the forest here. And I think, do they get the bonus from that? The Elves of Athaloran gain bonuses to melee defense and accuracy while fighting within a forest. So, yeah, I think we'll keep them in that sort of forest area and just use them from there. Maybe that will work out quite nicely. Then we can just have the Eternal Guard. Oh, we'll have some Wildwood Rangers in the middle, I think. And then we'll have the Eternal Guard on the flanks. So this will help us try out all of the stuff that people were talking about in the chat a little while back, and to do with bonuses to units when fighting in forest. I just want the accuracy on my bowmen, and they've got plenty of ammunition, so we'll just probably spread out like so. Should be more than enough. Then we've got our Glade Riders here, which I might keep out on the flank over here. We can maybe bring them into flank. We do have a Waste Stalker, which is pretty badass. So maybe have him join us in the forest. The other thing we could maybe do is think about fighting across multiple forests. Or maybe fighting to the right side here. I don't know. I think just having the archers in the forest is a decent idea. And we'll play around that. Orc Riders can just hang out back, and that will do for now. Okay. Let's have a look at our units. Glorious as they are. The Eternal Guard with shields. The Wildwood Rangers supported by Treekin. I might even have the Treekin in front of the Wildwood Rangers just because they tank shots so damn well. What I want to do though is maybe have my Glade Riders kill the Sisters of the Thorn for us. Though I kind of feel like the Sisters of the Thorn are going to get wrecked by my Deepwood Scouts. If the Deepwood Scouts want to actually hit their targets. Yeah, the Sisters of the Thorn getting melted at the moment. Oh, that's not very nice. Right, let's have the... I'm actually going to have the Hawk Riders pin down the Wild Riders there. Actually, maybe not. If they're going to charge my Eternal Guard, then that's fine. we don't want our Wild Riders or Wildwood Rangers to just be freely attacked, so we're going to charge. Let's move down here and crush into these Dryads. If we get surrounded with Wildwood Rangers, it's not too much of an issue actually, but with those attacks going forwards, I might just have my Eternal Guard come in and sort of protect the flanks. We're going to want to have our archers fire away at some of these Wildwood Rangers. I'm not sure what Starfire Shards do. We can fire 2 at the same time, but at the cost of range. Interesting. Right, we need to get our tree man in there, because he's not doing anything at the moment. But the Dryads are retreating, which is good. I think I'm going to go down into this Wildwood Rangers engagement. And we're going to have the Hawk Riders chase off the Wild Riders. I guess what we're going to do here is charge into back of those Dryads. We're doing quite a lot of damage, I think. Although they have found their way into the back of our lines here with some Wild Riders. So we may as well just have one of them sacrifice themselves. And then just target them with the rest. See, a lot of them can't fire. You see how they come up with like the red arrows on top of them, like the red bow and arrow? I think it's just because they can't fire, which is kind of annoying. So what we're going to do, we're going to focus their archers here. Should take out those Wild Riders quite nicely. I'm going to target the ones behind us now, since they're coming back. I think they're actually going to get a charge in there, which is kind of annoying. Yeah. Right, how are we doing across the board? The tree man is still going hard onto these war dancers and stuff. I think we're doing okay. I'm a little bit concerned. We'll target those Wildwood Rangers there.
Our aim is true.
Right, and they're taking a lot of damage, which is good. Okay, we took out those Wildwood, or Wild Riders. One of these Wood Elf units are named the same, or similar. Breaking that right flank actually, so we should focus on the rest of these units. And the good thing about this battle is it's a garrison battle, so our garrison units are the ones that we're going to be using here, and means that we can lose as many men as we want, as long as we win. That's all that matters. Eternal Guard running down the default scouts is probably a bad idea. We need to basically ruin their melee forces whilst our ranged forces attack theirs. Probably should get my Glade Riders to like run down their Deepwood scouts. Okay, cool. War Dancers there, they're going to end up retreating soon. And they're gone. And it looks like that's a chain route. It's going to be victory. I guess I'll just have my archers mow down as many men as they can so that they're not going to come back anytime soon. Maybe focus down these Way Watchers, because we don't want them to stay alive. They will do a lot of damage otherwise. May as well finish off the Wildwood Rangers there, and may as well kill off the leader as well. I don't want a treeman being a problem in the future. We can get him, that is. Maybe not. That'll do. We'll end the battle there for a Pyrrhic victory. Revan says, do the elves in Warhammer have the traditional slow birth rate for elves, or is it faster? I actually am not sure about the birth rate of elves, unfortunately. So I couldn't tell you. Alright, that's the Pyrrhic victory. It's nice that our units are actually getting ranked up from this. But we're going to release the captives there to get the extra cash. And that should help us out a little bit with this minus 2,400 we got going on. And that's going to be the end of the turn. So, Pathfinder gained for Durthu, spent multiple turns in using the underway stance. So extra leadership during subterranean insect battles, which is quite nice. Let's go ahead and attack Karakan'gazar. And honestly, since we haven't really fought these guys in a little while, I'm really tempted to just play this out. It's going to be one of those battles though that would be better to auto-resolve. But we're going to quick save this, and we're going to fight it on the battle map. It would be better to auto-resolve this one, but yeah, I don't want to mug you guys off. If we lose, we lose. Actually, I thought they would have walls, but they don't, so this might actually be fine. Never mind. Panicking for nothing. So we'll have the Treekin just line up in the center. I'm actually going to just put Dryads sort of slightly overlapping, but either side. And we're going to make them a massive old group. And we're going to just charge them forwards. So we'll probably have Durthu in there as well. And the Branch Wraith. Then we're going to have our unit of archers behind, and the Wild Riders on the flank. Okay, let's start the deployment, start the battle, and get this underway. Let's go ahead and just charge them. We're just going to go for them straight away. And we're going to just run after them with the archers as well. I might get the Wild Riders to just catch out those bolt throwers because they're kind of leaving them behind. I think what they're trying to do is retreat to this hill. It's not going to work because as soon as I start engaging them with all of my missiles, it's not going to matter. Look how fast they go. Love it. Wild Riders here. Charging away. Revan says, why is it better to auto-resolve against dwarves? Are their units tougher than what the bar shows? Yes, in general, I would say that's true. Dwarves are actually harder to kill in the battle map in general than the auto-resolve would say. But it's whether or not the auto-resolve is better or worse to use is generally dependent on the battle. Like, it can be with all sorts of nations, but we just got our Wild Riders there to rank 7, which is cool. And that's the bolt thrower dealt with, so that's one part of quite an annoying army dealt with already.
Swiftly now. Swift of foot.
Alright, let's line these chaps up. And we will go for our charge. And these Wild Riders need to hang out to the right, which probably stop our archers from running so far, because they can probably already fire.
Bowman ready. Glade guard. Ready for orders.
Okay, let's kill off those guys. And we're going to charge down those Thunderers. Let's use our magic here. I would say this is a good time to use Penumbral Pendulum as well. So let's go ahead and do that. I hope you guys are ready for this because this is going to be pretty damn ugly. Which way should we do it? I think we should do it like from here to that way. Okay. Are you guys ready for this? It's gonna be crazy. Oh man. Oh, it's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. And we're gonna get the Shield of Thorns going, and we're gonna get Durthu actually into this melee. Okay. Let's have these archers target these quarrelers. I'm gonna have those 4 units on the right target the one behind, because the thunderers are just dealt with already. We have those dryads killing those thunderers off, which is nice. Oh, these guys get absolutely smashed. I'm gonna go for a Penumbral Pendulum. Well, not a Penumbral Pendulum, Melkoth's Mystifying Miasma. Because they're all pretty grouped there. Oh, all of those archers firing away. Just spread out here and let our archers fire away into these Longbeards and so on. Let's move the Wild Riders back here and we'll go for a cycle charge.
Hurry! Quickly!
Let's go for the charge. Oh, dwarves going everywhere. To be fair, we haven't taken too much damage. Have a go with our little missile here. Get a Crowstorm down. And that's a lot of damage coming out. Alright, we can get that unit of Dryads back. An absolute kill pit in there. I can barely see where the enemies are. We've got so many of our own units surrounding them. Don't stand a chance. Move out and kill those Thunderers. Yep, they're very dead. Alright, now we're going to come back and charge into the Longbeards. And you can see just how tough the Dwarven units are. In this case, I think we just played it relatively well, so it's not so bad, but in general this would be a pretty difficult battle if it was, especially if it came down to the walls. I actually thought they had walls, they didn't, so yeah, I didn't check. But that doesn't matter, decisive victory, and we can end it straight away. Because it's a siege battle or a settlement battle. Wild Rider's actually got 250 kills. Blimey. Revan says, is there a spellcaster equivalent in power within the Wood Elf roster compared to Teclis or Malekith? No. Quite simply. No. I mean, even at like Orion, he's not. They're not as good. Durthu is pretty decent, but he's not a caster. There's no like caster lords per se that you can get your hands on. Right, we're going to raise that, and we are going to take it over again. Kalakangazar, you are mine. Thank you very much. And since we've done all of these, I'm tempted to go for missile damage here for the Eye of Kurnos. The sight beyond sight is not actually that good, but the missile damage definitely is. So we're going to get the Eye of Kurnos to get the bolts of the forest, although the Eye of Kurnos won't be used that much because Durthu's not going to be close enough to my archers to give them that buff. Alright, after he's replenished, we'll move to Migdal Bongo Barak. And we're slowly sort of settling the old world. Right, I'm tempted at Wissenland actually to change all of these. I think I'm going to do it because I definitely want to recruit into Straslade's army soon. At the Waterfall Palace, we can upgrade this to the Azre Armory to unlock Wild Riders with shields. Great. And we will move on to the next turn. Now what might be interesting, I think that Durthu might be able to almost fully replenish his troops this turn. Ooh, here comes an army. Out of nowhere, they just recruited loads of regiment of renown and came to attack us. That's kind of awkward. There is a cannon, there is the bolt thrower, there are 4 units of thunderers. This is going to be hard to deal with. We can do as much damage as we can. Quick save it and fight it on the battle map as usual. AI coming in hot, that's for sure. Doug saying I probably did better than the auto-resolve in that last battle. Yeah, generally you should do better than the auto-resolve. Except from against, like, Norscan tribes. Because when they start to spam chariots at you, like, chariots are just obnoxious to deal with in-game. But on the auto-resolve you can just get them free wins. So I'm not sure how I want to play this. Could just play behind this hill. Make sure they have, like, no line of sight, just like... play like so. Maybe have my melee forces like here, and then my bowmen here.
Bows of Atholloran!
I'm not sure.
Ever ready!
I don't want the cannon to like shoot down my hawks, so we're gonna have the hawks sit back somewhere.
Archers ready!
I don't really want the archers to be that far away. That's my main issue. If we have them out wide though, I feel like they might just get attacked. We're gonna start the battle. I mean, there's not too much point worrying about all of that. The main plan here is just to have their artillery get left behind. We kill the artillery with the Hawk Riders and with the Great Eagle, and then we deal with their main line with the rest of our forces. But they definitely have too many to win, and I feel like these Thunderers can definitely do a lot of damage to our units if we're not careful. Oh, there goes the cannon. Just as I said, absolutely demolishing my Hawk Riders. Gonna try and get out of the way. I mean, at least if he's firing at us, it should leave him behind.
Without delay!
Let's just speed things up. Just flying backwards and forwards here to try and avoid some of the missile fire. They're actually going to come across my units soon.
At speed!
But we don't want to be shot by the Thunderers. Let's get away from those. Oh, here goes. We do have the extra melee defense, I think, from the forest here.
We stand ready! Swiftly!
I want these Hawk Riders to attack the far one. We'll have this one attack that one with the Great Eagle. Cool. And we're actually attacking the Thunderers straight on, so they're not even going to be able to fire at us. We just destroyed one of the cannons there with the charge. Nice. So we might take out the artillery, which will definitely help.
For the eternal realms! Aim! Fire!
I'm just going to try and take out as many specific units as I can. Once the cannons are dead here though, what we can probably do is just go and destroy that Thunderer unit pretty easily.
Cavalry!
Right, they're gone. So we can bring them back to kill off the Thunderers there. Need to make sure those ones are broken as well.
Cavalry! Now! For the eternal realms!
Alright, go on.
Ready?
Nice. I might just have the Great Eagle come in there behind the Thunderers.
Grow restless. Our bows are yours.
And then we'll attack the Longbeards with great weapons.
Ready to ride.
Okay, cool. And we'll have these Hawks come over and deal with those Thunderers.
Ready.
Nice. We're definitely picking off some units here and there, but that's only going to be as long as this melee lasts, and currently the Treekin, I think they're taking quite a lot of friendly fire. I'm going to move these Deepwood Scouts to the side. I think we're hitting them with friendly fire there.
Asray Riders. Armed and ready.
Right, my Eagle's in amongst those Thunderers, but it's not stopping them firing, but these Eagles should do the job. Nice.
Deepwood Cavalry. Kurnos, bless us.
I'm going to try and get rid of these Grumbling Guard. They don't have as much melee defense as normal units.
Kill him!
They do have 100 armor though, which is kind of a bit of an issue.
For Isha! Weapons loose!
Why are they not?
Deepwood Cavalry!
Sod.
For Athel Lauren! Ready to ride!
Alright, let's just make sure that we are charging down these Thunderers and killing them off.
Bows of Athel Lauren! Ever ready!
Okay, Thunderers definitely getting killed off a lot there.
Our clans will
Nice.
shoot us! To war! Do not shame your ancestors!
We need to bring them down to about 10 men and then we can leave them, because that is what sort of deletes them. I think it's below 10 men.
Your command?
Our archers have almost used up all their ammunition, which kind of sucks.
Your command!
Right, and as soon as they start shooting at my Hawks with the Thunderers, we just have to pull off there, unfortunately.
Armed and ready!
We'll put them back on skirmish. We will have these Hawk Riders
Loyal! Flatten them!
maybe take down these Thunderers. Just looking to pick up a few more kills there with the missiles. Yeah, what we want to do is probably just charge into these ones.
Take aim! Fire! Understood. By Kurnos!
There we go, lovely. There's a nice little charge there. The only issue with sticking around is we're going to take a lot of damage. But the charge is great, but
Now!
I'm so sure about the melee engagement.
Hurry!
Maybe we just get all of them to attack the Peak Gate Hammerers here. I'm going to have the Hawk Riders just fly into the back of them. Maybe we can crush them quick. The trouble is they are rank 9, so they're not going to surrender very easily, but we can do a lot of damage as much as we can onto them. Oh, poor Great Eagle's just stuck in the middle of all of those dwarves. Yeah, it's just not too much these Hawk Riders can do. They're gonna get wrecked.
Withdraw!
Ah, they're gone. It's a chain route.